All right, so we are live. So while people are getting settled and renaming themselves and sharing this on Facebook, we'll just pretend that music is playing. So whatever your favorite song is, just imagine that it's playing. It's not, but just imagine it's in our heads because everybody has a different favorite song. So everybody think about that. And so I just shared the post. And as you all are doing so, let me just say, hello, everybody. Let me pin myself for a minute. Hello, everybody. I'm Alan Younger, and I'm the director of the Small Business Center at Foresight Tech. And what we do is increase your business success. We have a business accelerator that started on February 1st, and there are 31 different people who are making some wonderful things happen. They're either starting a new business or they're already in business and they're developing that business. So our job is to respond to their needs. Sometimes their needs are they need to participate in different educational events. Sometimes they need to meet with our business mentors. And we have a variety of events and a variety of mentors. So every one of them has the opportunity to have their needs met. And if they have additional needs outside of that, we have a wonderful network of organizations throughout our community that are committed to the success of small business. Today, 6 of the participants in the Accelerate 2021 program are going to present. Today is called Showcase. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3 in all caps. Showcase. And so what we're going to do is showcase their wonderful businesses. So tune in, share this, do whatever you need to do. You can go back later and watch the videos if you can't watch it all now. But I promise you, you're going to hear some great things and you're going to say, I'm so glad that somebody's working on that business. So with that, let me introduce Matthew. Matthew with 1 T. Matthew is going to tell you about his business, and he's got a special introduction first. Matthew, let me pin you and let you take it from there.
All right, thank you very much, Alan. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be part of this group, a lot of great entrepreneurs, and it's really exciting. I appreciate you having this event. So I'm Matthew Heineke. I'm the president of Maximize. We are in the corporate development and training industry, and more specifically, we're in the team interpersonal communications training area. Get to the next slide. So here you can see myself and my beautiful wife, Rahel, who is our CEO. And obviously there's some differences between us that are visible, but there's some differences that you might not see. For example, you probably wouldn't know that Rahel comes from Tanzania and I come from Utah. And it's through these differences and being curious and just discovering different things about each other and communication that our relationship has grown stronger and we've become closer together. We want to use those same types of principles to bring teams closer together and make teams stronger. So what do companies do today to make their teams stronger, bring people closer together? Well, they tried a few different things. They might try a team building activity or have a company picnic, or maybe they have some online training on communication skills, or they might bring in a coach to have an all-day lecture teaching you different types of interpersonal skills. The challenge with these is that they're typically short-lived. So it happens once a year, maybe twice a year, and the effects last maybe a week or 2, but then what do you do after that? How do you keep up on that training and keep it going? We have a different approach. We think that you need to train like an athlete. So instead of going to the gym once a year for 8 hours and just doing push-ups and sit-ups, we want you to go to the gym once a week and keep practicing those skills over and over again. How do we do it? Well, we do it with simple bite-sized lessons, so they're easy to remember and easy to understand. Then the team gets to play an online adventure game together, where everybody has a different clue, a riddle, a puzzle to solve, but everybody has to be involved in order to meet the challenge. It makes this fun and engaging, but it also creates a safe space where you can practice those communication skills. Lastly, We look at the video from the Zoom call, we analyze it afterwards, and we analyze the team as a whole, we analyze each individual, and we give you a score based on your communication behaviors, those things that we want you to do more of, and the things that we want you to do less of. And having that feedback, we give you a development guide to help you improve those skills. And we do this over and over again so that you improve over time. We use CPD accredited training materials in our program. We've seen over 1,000 teams, observe them and see how they interact and behave with each other. We've created hundreds and hundreds of these types of games. And we're also licensed and certified by the UCLA Longevity Center to run their brain boot camp, which enhances memory skills and being able to remember what you've learned. We have 4 essential areas that we focus on that are critical for team communication: inclusive communication, personality discovery, psychological safety, and emotional intelligence. Our games are engaging and fun. As I mentioned, they create a safe space. It's interactive. They enhance communication. They boost confidence. You get to celebrate victories together. And it's a lot more fun to play a game together than attend kind of a lecture. Here's an example of the report that you'll get. You get valuable feedback on specific individual behaviors and skills that we want you to increase and skills that we want you to reduce. We measure those over time. And the goal is to improve those skills that you want to increase over time and keep adding them more and more and reduce those negative skills over time as well. Here's an example of our development guide, which provides individual feedback. There's anonymous results. It's behavior changing, and we give you specific actions, tips, and tricks to take to improve those behaviors. So again, we're Matthew and Rahel Heineke. Maximize. Any questions?
Well, thank you very much. I'm paying attention to the chat in Facebook, and if questions come in, that will be wonderful. I'm going to allow questions to come in for all of you.
Great.
Okay? And then I'll ask them at the end. So if somebody has a question specifically for Rahel and Matthew, you can send a message directly to them or call them at the number that's shared or connect with them through Twitter, Facebook, or LinkedIn. But the questions that'll be included in this chat, I will definitely ask them at the end. So thank you very much for that wonderful presentation. Your business is exciting, and I'm so happy that we get to work alongside of you as it comes to further development. So before I introduce our next participant, let me get you to stop sharing. All right, you stopped sharing the screen. Let me just let people know that we have another exciting set of activities next week. Next week, which is the first week of May. First of all, can you believe that? We're talking about May. Next week is the first week of May. And since 1963, the federal government has declared National Small Business Week. Maybe it hasn't always been in May, but every year we celebrate the great work of not just you all, but small businesses across the nation. So for the last several years, the Small Business Center has worked alongside of other organizations that are committed to the success of small businesses, and we have a big celebration. So we have a variety of activities that are planned for next week. Too many for me to mention right now. So I'll say that if you look in our Facebook page, or if you receive our newsletter, you'll see the calendar of events, and we want you to participate in various ways. So with that, let me share that Annette Hayes is our next participant who's going to present. So Annette, let me spotlight you so everyone can get a real good look at you and have you talk about your business.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. And thank you, Alan, so much for this program that you all are doing. And great job, Matthew and Rahel. I work with them, enjoy them. My company is Social Elegance, LLC. And again, my name is Annette Hayes. My company, we do event project management. And so one of the focus is we do virtual events, we do hybrid events, and in-person events. Of course, the in-person events are modified due to the pandemic, but the planning is still happening because prayerfully we're going to open up here soon. But virtual and hybrid is definitely on the table and live. So if anyone has any opportunities out there, definitely reach out to us. Again, it's Social Elegance LLC.com is our website. So we also feature working with different companies who have different cultures involved, and especially with people working from home. The work environment has changed, the culture has changed, the working culture has changed. So as an event planner, that is something that I keep in the forefront and that I want to help with educating the employers about, because the work culture and home culture has merged. And so now when you're doing events, you have to be more conscious about your attendees and what is relevant to them and what speaks to them and how they learn, so that your objectives are met in your event. So we want to make sure that we are up to date with all the different technologies, as well as making sure that we are aware of the different cultural differences that plays out in meetings, whether it's the type of service that you get, whether how you're presenting, what's offensive to some as you're communicating, because it's not just across the board. And what the pandemic has done for us has allowed us to be more culturally intelligent about our peers, about people we live with, work with, and fellowship with. So in event planning, that's something that has taken it up to another level. And I am here to assist you with all of those needs. So again, my name is Annette Hayes, and my company is Social Elegance LLC, and I am here in Winston-Salem, of course. And my website is www.socialelegancellc.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Annette.
You're welcome.
Let me put myself on the screen here with you for a moment and say, thank you for letting us know about Social Elegance. And Matthew, thank you also for letting us know about Maximize. Let me reiterate to anybody who may have joined us that what we're doing here is we're letting you all know about some great businesses that are being developed. The Accelerate 2021 Business Accelerator is open. So if there are others who would like to join the 31 who are already in the program, because you're committed to developing your business and would like to take advantage of the resources that we have available to you, you can still apply. So if you're interested in applying, what you should do is send a message within the Facebook, either within this chat or just through Facebook, send a message to the Small Business Center. And that's the page that you should be on. So let me see here. There's one more thing that I want to tell you about, but what I'm going to do is tell you about that after our third participant. At this point, where are you? I got to find you on my screen. Joyce, there you are. Let me add you.
Here.
Absolutely. I'm certainly glad to have you with us. Everyone, we're gonna tune in to hear what Joyce has to say. Joyce, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Alan, and thank you for SafeTech Small Business Center for allowing me to showcase my business. Again, my name is Joyce Leak, and I'm the owner of Dove Inner City Notary. My company provides notary public services for those that need a witness to their signatures. In addition, we also have signing agents. What exactly is a signing agent? A signing agent is a person that helps a company provide support to financial institutions, law firms, and title companies with real estate loan closings. What sets us apart from others are we are mobile, we're willing to travel at no additional cost. We service Forsyth County and the surrounding areas. We are available after normal business hours, which provides convenience for all of our customers. And also we can schedule, customers can schedule appointments with ease by visiting our website or our Facebook business page. And soon we'll be able to notarize documents electronically via different platforms. Currently, the Secretary of State is having discussions around that option. See, hold on one second. If you want more information about our services, please contact us at, one second. Contact us at 515-0999, or you can reach us at doveicnotary.com, or you can reach us on Google by simply entering Dove Inner City Notary. Thank you.
Outstanding. Thank you very much, Joyce. And
You're
I've got
welcome.
I've
Sorry
got
for the
something.
technical difficulties.
No problem. You handled it very well, very smooth with it. So I wanted to share with everybody some cool news. I mentioned, Joyce, I mentioned that next week was National Small Business Week. And one of the things that we're doing that's going to be a lot of fun is on Friday morning, that's May 7th, if I remember correctly, maybe it's the 7th. We're going to have a pitch competition. And so it's not limited to the people who are in Accelerate 2021. It's open to anybody who is already a client of the Small Business Center. So if you look in the page, the Facebook page for the Small Business Center at Forsyth Tech, you'll see the criteria. And if you receive our newsletter, I believe it was in the most recent newsletter as well. So Joyce, thank you. It's really good to hear about Dove Inner City Notary, just like Social Elegance and Maximize.
Thank you.
So our next participant is Jennifer. Jennifer, you ready to join me?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, Jennifer Sherman is going to tell you about her business. And I see that, I'll just mention before you get started that there are some comments and maybe even some questions flowing in on Facebook. I'm asking everybody to share your questions. And at the end, after the last presentation, I'm going to pose those questions to all of our participants. So Jennifer, with that, I'm going to take myself off the screen and hand the baton over to you.
All right, well, thank you, Mr. Younger, for having me on today. I really appreciate all that you do to the Small Business Center and community and helping new businesses thrive and be successful. My name is Jennifer Sherman, and I am the founder and executive director of Sherman Academy. I have been teaching for 17 years. I have a teacher's license in K-6 elementary school. I also have a master's at teaching. I also have a principal license, and I recently just earned my doctoral degree in educational leadership and curriculum and instruction. Sherman Academy is a learning center and a 501c3 nonprofit organization established in 2013. We are an educational center that provides educational services as an alternative to public school settings. We teach the North Carolina standards and much, much more. We teach the traditional subjects such as math, reading, science, social studies, but we also teach technology coding, financial literacy, trading and investing, and entrepreneurship. We also focus on a child's potential and purpose. We have small classrooms with a 1-to-10 student-teacher ratio and certified staff. We have small classrooms so that we can provide individualized learning and individualized curriculum because students learn at their own pace and we meet them where they are. Statistics confirm that by the time a kindergarten gets to 3rd grade, they are 1 to 2 grade levels behind. This creates a learning gap that is difficult to close. This learning gap has been a great challenge in our current school systems across the state and across the country. Therefore, it is imperative that kindergarten students receive and get a solid start and a solid foundation in education with mastery of content. And this is what Sherman Academy offers to those parents who are searching for an alternative to public schools and want to rethink the way they do education. We are currently enrolling 25 kindergarten students for the fall, for this school year coming in the fall. We have 25 seats only because we will keep our classroom small and we will provide individualized curriculum. We are located at the Marketplace Mall off of Peters Creek. And if you have questions or would like to speak with me directly, you can reach me at Jennifer at shermanacademy.org, or you can call me directly at 336-271-1517. And if you would like to enroll your kindergarten student today, visit my website at shermanacademy.org, click on the enrollment button and enroll your student. I look forward to hearing from you. And thank you again, Mr. Younger, for this opportunity to share Sherman Academy with the community. Thank
Well,
you.
thank you very much. You did an outstanding job, as I expected that you would. And I'm glad to see some other people who are clapping
Thank
on
you.
my screen there above us. So, but thank you for sharing that. And I wanted to ask you if you knew this. There's a new program that just started last week here in the Small Business Center. It's a webinar series called Reboot 2021. So within the Facebook page, you can see a flyer that talks about it. And as a matter of fact, it was just updated. So I'm going to give you the updated information. I haven't even had a chance to post it to Facebook. So these are examples of the educational events that all of these folks are participating in. So on this Thursday, the 29th, and last Thursday, the 22nd, we had an event called Real Cash Flow and Sales Forecasting. Because a lot of small businesses have trouble with their financial management. So forecasting your cash flow is a big deal. So hopefully people will join us, whether they're going to complete all 3 sessions in the Reboot 2021 or not. The second session will be next Wednesday, May 5th. Many of you are familiar with Marketing Outside the Box. A new series starts next week. The series this month is called A Thin Line Between Customer Service and Marketing. And next month, the series is called Word of Mouth Marketing. And the next Thursday is the 3rd session in our Reboot 2021 series. It's called Creating a Leadership Mindset. It's part of the How-To series, which we have going on all year for our Small Business Roundtable that is usually the first Thursdays of the month. You've heard of some of those things, Jennifer, and you've participated in some of these events. So this is a partnership with the Small Business Administration as well as the Small Business and Technology Development Center. We're happy to work alongside of them. So Jennifer, you did a great job.
Thank you.
I'm so excited that people are having the opportunity to learn more about Sherman Academy, Dove Intercity Notary, Social Elegance, and Maximize. So now let me remove this pen and add one more pen and introduce Sonia Wagstaff. Let me add the pen. There you are. How are you today?
Great, thank you.
Great.
Thank you, Ms. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just saying, I'm going to take myself off the screen and pass the baton to you.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Younger. Definitely want to thank you once again for this wonderful opportunity through the SBC